Hey guys, this is Ben from Trading Strategy Guides. This video will be everything about TradingView with EFC indicator. I'm going to dive into a lot of stuff here. So if you have the time, just sit back and relax, and I'll try to give you as much information as I can about the EFC that we just developed and put onto TradingView. So this is the first version. This may look completely different later on, but for now, this is what we got it to look like. The strategy and the alerts. I'm going to dive into a bunch of different things here. So let's get started. First thing, before I start, actually, I just want to mention how nice TradingView is. We're not getting paid, we're not getting anything like that for saying this, but TradingView is just amazing. Like our team here, we think this is probably the next thing. I mean, we love MetaTrader 4, we love MetaTrader 5, but TradingView's just been on a roll, and that's exactly why we wanted to get our EFC on the TradingView. We got the big three, we got the 5 candle, we'll be getting CTI. We got many of our indicators we're throwing on the TradingView, just because we think this is a great platform. It's a little complex at first, but once you get the hang of it, it is a great helper to trade and see different strategies, and there's many different indicators, and it's very nice. So I just want to throw that in real quick before we start. Okay, so let's just start off with the different colors, what these lines are, what it looks like. I drew this already just to show you a little bit internally. Obviously, you know the strategy. If you don't, it uses the strict RSI. And basically what it does is it goes for divergence and price action and RSI. As you can see here, the regular color candles I have are black and blue. I just put them as black and blue just so we could really see the difference in the indicator in the regular color candles. So this indicator works fairly similar to our MetaTrader 4 version of it. However, there's many different things that you're going to be able to do with this one. You're going to be able to move your stop loss. You're going to be able to move your take profit target. You're going to be able to move anything you want, basically. And if we didn't do it, then let us know, and we'll probably be able. What I'm saying is there's a lot more functionality we'll be able to. We implemented in with TradingView version as the MetaTrader 4 version. That we're still trying to tweak and make as good as we can. Okay, so basically what the strategy is it looks for the RSI. So this RSI, we have it set default right now is at 17 to 30. So basically what happens is right here, the RSI went below 30, so our candle turned orange, right? Pretty simple. And it kept going down, but the price actually kept going down. So then it didn't trigger any divergence, so it went back to regular colors. Now it triggered divergence, price action is going down, RSI is going up. So there's our divergence candles: blue, blue, dark blue, dark blue. Then it came back down. How this one's work is that once it goes below or above, that's whenever our colors get triggered, or our candles, I'm sorry, get triggered. So now we got another possible divergence. It kept going down, so it turned orange again. So we got orange, and it went down. We got some divergence here triggered. So dark blue, dark blue, dark blue. Went up again. How price action always does that, but this is fine. If you see this, don't freak out. Comes back down, and then boom, our RSI, like this up a little bit. Our RSI came above our 30, shot up all the way up here to about 40, and that's whenever the open got triggered. That's whenever the open triggered for the indicator. I'm going to explain why there's 2 up here. So that would have been your entry. this is not a robot, but this is going to show you your entries, and I'm going to explain that the alerts are going to be able to show you when there's divergence. We'll be able to probably put a lot more alerts as we go, but for now we got that alert for you. So you see now we're in green, and what happens here obviously is they're going to stay green until it hits the take profit or the stop loss. So whenever price action comes up here and hits this, they'll go back to regular colors. Or when it hits this, it'll go back to regular color. And you can see here that it kept going, and we actually saw a little, it went above 80 there, but nothing got triggered because it's still at a buy. And then boom, it went up, closed long, and closed for a profit. And the great thing about this is it has a strategy tester, and strategy tester is really interesting. You can see here this wasn't very good stats, but I just randomly just picked this pound $1.50. I mean, you can cherry pick all you want. I'm not going to show you the ones that have 100% or anything. But this is just for example. There was 18 trades taken. It was a 44% win rate. Some may look at that and be like, whoa, 44%. Well, you can still make money with 40, 30. I don't know about 20, but if your risk management is done, correctly, you're going to be able to make money with a really low win rate. So we're not even worried about that, honestly, because what we can do is come into the settings, and you're going to be able to adjust anything you want. You're going to be able to adjust the RSI period, the overbought, oversold, and you can see, look what happened. I did one tweak, and now look, now we got a net profit. We're in profit. We got 18 trades that bumped up to 55%. So basically, what this, I guess I should backtrack here because some of you may have no idea what this is, because I know whenever I first started to look at this, I'm like, what do these lines even mean? You can look down here. There's equity. There's drawdown, and it's just basically you want to see this go up. And we went down. What this does is it back tests all the trades that were triggered, because there's a strategy now that is implemented, and whenever these are taken, this is gonna log every single trade back to a certain. I'm not sure if it shows you the exact dates, but it's going to show you a bunch of different, different time frames, and you can even come down here. You can see when the date was. So this went all the way back to 6/8. You can see that we're at 6/8. And you come all the way up to 8/18. So I mean, it just depends. It can go back a couple months, and you can see when it was taken. What trade was it? Open? Was it a long? Was it a short? Entry short, entry long. So it shows you the profit, and you can adjust all. This is fake money. That but it's just saying if you would have started out. If you would have started out with the initial capital here, the base currency, pyramid, slippage, all that, order size, you can adjust all this stuff. And we have actually a nice PDF. I made this for one of our other indicators, but it's honestly the same stuff. So you can see there with the initial capital, and we just have a little bit about what each of these are. This is the starting capital, demo money. You can change this anything you'd like. Base currency, just leave that as US dollar, unless if you want another base currency, but we're located here in the US, so for me, it's a little bit easier for the US. Pyramiding, I mean, it talks about all, I could go through all this, but you can read this for yourself if you wish to know exactly how, or, to tweak. This is kind of like a robot now. It's not going to trade your real money. But it's just going to be a demo. It's going to you're going to be able to be in charge of this strategy. Basically, is what this means. Is you're going to be able to come up with your own strategy with this indicator. So if you don't think our defaults are the best that can go, then by all means, you're going to be able to adjust anything you wish. Right here in the settings. If you're not familiar, you come up here, the top left. We know MT4. You got to go into indicator properties, all that other stuff. Right here, it's all right here. You just click this little format button here. Make sure it's the EFC one that you're clicking on. This is actually this is the strategy, and you'll be able to adjust anything you wish here. And we just put this RSI down here just so you can have a little something to look at. This is actually not necessary, so you're not even going to have the RSI down there if you don't wish to. But there's this is probably one of the more important. The risk reward is 1 to 1 as default. We know the strategy says 1 to 3. 1 to 1, we just left it as 1 to 1. If you want 1 to 3, go ahead and put this to 3. And what that's going to do is it's going to bump this line up to a 1 risk to 3 reward. So yes, so 1 to 1 is the normal. 1 to 3, that'll take this up a little bit more, and I'm not really sure what happened there. Let's try that again. And then so it'll bump it down basically. So that's how that works. So let's dive into these alerts, because I thought the alerts were pretty neat. So basically what it is there's indicators in TradingView, and then there's strategies. For a strategy, you cannot, at this time at least, you cannot have alerts for it. So what we did is we just called this the EFC alerts. It's all white. There's really nothing in here that you need to do. You don't need to mess with this. Well, you're not going to be able to see that source code, but basically there's really nothing that you need to change in here. This is just for the alerts. So how do you set the alerts? Great question. You right click on a chart, you click add alert, and on the condition you want to come down to EFC alert, and then there's going to be a buy divergence setup alert, buy or sell divergence setup alert, or sell divergence alert. So you want to go ahead and click on buy or sell divergence setup. Do we want this once? We can rearm it every minute. You can choose bar, you can choose it once per condition. We'll rearm it every minute. So basically what that means is when there's a buy or sell divergence setup, it's going to trigger and it's going to realarm every single minute. So every time we see them dark blue candles, that's going to give us an alert. It's going to show us a pop alert. It's going to play a sound. We can send that to our email. We can send that to our phone. We can send it just to our phone. We can call this whatever we want. Right now it's called divergence alert. So you can change it to whatever you want, and it's going to expire. You just set an expiration time, and you just create it. So now we got the alert. Now we got the alert set up, and let me try to. Okay, here they are. So there's that divergence alert. So what that now I even had this question, and I just got this clarified. This is only for this time frame. Okay, so this is we just set an alert for the pound dollar 15-minute time chart. That is the only time chart that you're going to get the alert. If you want an alert on the 15, on the 5, on the 30, you're going to have to set another alert for that. It's really not that difficult to do. All you got to do is just go on the the 5-minute time chart. Right click, add alert, do the same process, EFC alert, and then there you go. And you're going to see all your alerts here. You can pause you can pause, stop your alerts, you can delete them, you can do whatever you want with these as you wish. Right now I have a few alerts up just to see if we have even our big 3 we have alerts for. So there's just a bunch of different things that you can do with TradingView. Another really nice feature. We can jump back to how nice TradingView is you can do stuff like this. I just set this up a couple minutes ago, and you can just we got the Aussie dollar, Euro dollar. There's another. It's really neat how you can just customize everything. Now you would have to be pro, and I mean I do recommend to do that if this all looks like something that you would use a lot if you don't think you're going to use this to basically right now a lot of people are switching to TradingView to do their analysis and then trading on either the MT4, MT5, whatever platform they have been using, just because of the brokers and just a couple other reasons. But basically it seems like this is becoming a great place to analyze your trades, to get great indicators, and there's just a bunch of different good features for it. Here's just another example, another open short. Here's actually a good example of its current. So here was that divergence, or here was that RSI was above, and then there was divergence, and then boom, it triggered right here, and actually it triggered right here, and then we haven't hit our target. It almost hit it, came back up, so or actually if it would have triggered here, this was a short because these are red. And then what else is there? Okay, so there's also, so if you don't like the color candles, a lot of people don't like color candles. A lot of people just like the regular colors. You can always change that. You can change that in the style. Here's all the colors. I tweak my colors a little bit as the defaults might be a little bit different. You can just play around with these. You can figure out which one's which. You can see that's the I can even do this with our red. You see that red? They're just, all these colors are, you'll be able to see it on the chart behind you if you don't know exactly which one of these do which. Another great thing we added, like I said, if you don't like them colored candles, just go ahead and click this enable background, and all this will do is just have a nice little background for you. The orange, and then the blue, and then the background for the trade. It's not quite as dark, but you can kind of see a little bit. That's actually a short trade, so that's why so you can have as red as you want, or no, not really seeing it at all. So that's also another great feature. If you don't like to see those colored candles, that's also something you can do. Okay, let's see here. We can dive into this strategy a little bit more, and then I'll let you on your way. It's been a little bit now, 18 minutes now. I didn't want to make this too long, but I really wanted to make sure you understood exactly what everything does. As you can see here, based on our strategy, we're up $1,000. We did 10 trades. We had a 50% win rate. It was real nice here. Then we kind of did a little drop off, and that's why there's 50%. But like I said, you can still win. You can still make a lot of money with a 50%, 60%, or 80, 70% win rate. So this is, I recommend playing around with this, honestly. This is really great. Just messing with the settings up here. Keep messing with those settings and just adjust to however you wish. This is very high. This is a very high time frame. If you're trading 15-minute charts. Okay, so go ahead. So this looks like it's not very profitable. And then you can just adjust. You can just adjust these. Say we wanted to go 20. See how that would have done, a 20 and an 80. You can see there that it's just, there's not as many trades. That's obviously going to trigger. We can even go all the way down to 60 and all the way up to, well, we'll go 40. And you see there, that was just a little tweak in here. Will go a long way there. So it's pretty neat. I wouldn't spend a ton of time, but I would spend time in this just see if there's anything else that will make this strategy a little more profitable. And if you do find a consistent, if you do, let us know. Also, we may consider just putting that as a default if it's showing you great entries, exits on different time frames. But it's going to be different with different pairs. You can see here we can go. We can do anything. You can do many forex. We can do stocks, whatever we want to trade, we can throw on in this chart, and we'll be able to see if the EFC is profitable for it. Before I forget to tell you, this is our TradingView indicator access guide. You need to. I'm going to throw this in the members area. I'll probably send you this in the email as well. This is exactly how you're going to be able to get this indicator. You're going to have to sign up with TradingView, but you don't have to get it right away. You don't have to go pro or premium right away. You can use free. You can use free for as long as you wish. The trial would just be for the pro, but you can have a free account if you don't think 30. We use premium. Premium is very nice, but that's 100% up to you. And we're just going to show you in this guide exactly how to get your indicator, or get us to give you access to the EFC. There's a little longer process than that we would like, and hopefully someday we'll be able to make this a little simpler to do. But for now, we made this access indicator guide to get our indicators on TradingView. It saves a lot of headaches, and there's many other ways I guess we could have done it, but this is what we chose to go with. This is for you guys. It's this so you don't have to keep paying for it monthly. We hate monthly payments. You made that first purchase, you made that first payment, and that's all that covers everything. That covers everything. So if we come out with NinjaTrader, if we come out with MT5, and it's all going to be covered without initial purchase. So this is how you can get it for that purchase you made 10 weeks ago, a day ago, 5 months ago. So this is how we have it set up for you. All you got to do is just ask us for access, and then our team will let you in, and we'll give you access to the indicator. Okay, guys, any questions at all for us, message us at info@tradingstrategyguys.com. We'll be willing to help answer some of your questions. I try to cover most of the features with the EFC on the TradingView, but there's probably so much more that I have missed, and there's probably so much more that we're going to tweak and add into the EFC as time goes on. But for now, this is the current version. If you want, you can. What I've been doing for a little bit here is just seeing. What I've been doing is just seeing how it works with our MT4 version. So here's the minute 30 chart, euro dollar, and that minute 30 chart's over here. Let me bump that up a little. So not 100% the same. As you see here, we had our divergence here, and with our MT4 version, it looks like there's continued divergence. So this ended up turning off, but we still can get a trigger here after it breaches this candle, which will be exactly the same candle here. So it pretty much works the same way. Only with TradingView, you're going to be able to see a lot more back testing. Well, I know many of you like to see back testing before you go ahead live into an indicator. And here's a couple. There's a nice short trade. There's a nice short. There's a nice short. So there's 4 in a row right there for you. But like I said, it's just every pair is different. Every stock's different. They're all different. We try to make it as good as we can. Obviously, nothing's 100%. We never promise that, but we do promise that it's going to help you at the very least, and it's going to help you find a strategy that we have had success. We had a lot of success now trading with it. So, okay, guys, thanks for being one of our members, and we hope you guys enjoy the EFC on the TradingView. I know I've been enjoying it. I'm still learning a little bit about it as we go on. It's not too different than our MT4 version, but we try to make it as close as we can because we know that version works very good. But we wanted to add some more features like that risk to reward and other things for you guys, because I know that's been one of the main questions that we have got is about the risk to reward. Can you change it? And unfortunately, right now it can't, but we're working on that. To get that changed. Also, as you probably have realized by now, there is no scanner. There is no scanner for the TradingView yet. As of yet, from our understanding, it possibly could be coming soon. Functions like that in TradingView, dashboards and everything else in TradingView. But for now, there is no way to get that to you guys, dashboard. But I can guarantee that once that function does become available on TradingView, we'll get that put on here, and so we'll have a nice little dashboard to go along with our EFC. So yes, and again, any other questions about this version, let us know. Our support, Alex, he'll handle it for you. If he can't answer it, he'll let me know, or one of my other team members know, and we'll be able to help you out and get you on your way. Okay, guys, have a great day.